Hi, I'm Maggie from maggiescrochet.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do the shell puff stitch. This is one of my favorite stitches to do, and I'm going to show it to you in multiples so that you can you could create this. This is pattern number FP257, and the link for this, well, there's a video on YouTube where you can get the link for this. So anyway, I'm gonna show you this. I went a little too fast on the video I did for this one, so I'm gonna show you the stitch over, and I'm gonna give you the repeats so that you could crochet a long, long wide piece and create an afghan with this, or a rug, or whatever you wanted to do. This was worked with a sport weight yarn, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in a worsted weight yarn. So first I'm going to start with, my main color is going to be purple, and I'm going to leave about a 6-inch end here, and I make a ring like this, and that top strand I'm going to bring over the back so it looks like a pretzel, pull that forward so I have a knot side and a slip side like that, and I tighten the knot side like this. Then I put this loop on my hook and I pull the slip side like this until it's like this on my hook. And I'm using a tulip edema hook, which is available at maggiescrochet.com. I absolutely love these hooks. Okay, so now the repeat of this is a multiple of 6 plus 2. If you want to make an afghan, let's say the typical afghan is 45 inches wide by 65 inches long. So let's say you want to make an afghan with this stitch. All you do is crochet the length. You don't even have to worry about how many chains you do. Just crochet the length, the width of what you want. Crochet a long chain. Even do extras, because you can always cut off the extras. So I'll show you that in this demonstration, what you can do. And if you wanted to make a rug, you could use like 2 or 3 strands and do the same exact thing. Just use this stitch as, that's why I give you the multiple of plus. So let's say I'm gonna do just 18 here plus 2, and that'll be a multiple of 6 plus 2. But I'm gonna do a little bit extra. So instead of 20, I'm going to do like 24, just so I'm going to show you what I do with the extra. So I'm going to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now if I wanted to do a multiple 6 plus 2, I would stop at 20. But I'm going to add a few extra on here so I can show you what to do with the extras. Okay, so now I would single crochet in the second chain from hook, which is right here. And let me do that again. I gotta make sure I go slow because I got in trouble last time for going too fast. Okay, second chain from hook. Here's the first, there's the second. And instead of going in here or in these two, I roll it forward and I go in the back bar right here. And I drop a loop and finish a single crochet right there. I'm gonna skip 2 chains, which is these 2 right here. And I'm going to work a shell of 5 double crochets into the next chain. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to roll it forward, I'm going in that back loop. You can go in this loop, you could go in these 2 loops, but I like going in the back loop. I just roll it forward and I go in the back loop right there. Yarn over, bring that up, and I'm going to work 5 double crochets into that loop. Okay, there's 5 double crochets, and then I'm going to skip the next 2 chains, which is this one, and I'm going to single crochet in the next one. There. There's my single. Then I'm going to skip the next two, and I'm going to shell in the next one. So a shell is just 5 double crochet group in the same stitch. Okay, there's 5 double crochets. Then I'm going to skip the next two, and I'm going to roll it forward and single crochet in that back strand of the chain right there. And see, by working in that back strand, I have a really nice finished edge down at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to skip the next two, and I'm going to shell in that loop there of that next chain. Okay, that was my third shell. I'm going to skip the next two, 1 and 2, and I'm going to single crochet in this one right here, like that. Okay, so these are the extras right here, and I end the repeat with a single crochet. So I'm going to have on the when row 1 is finished, you'll have a single crochet at each side. So I could have chained like till this thing was like 50 inches long, and I would just, you know, measure this out, like how big do I want my rug, how big do I want my placemat, how wide do I want it, and then I would just make sure that row 1 had a ton of chains there, and I would just work the first row across till I have the exact width of what I want to make. So right here I can easily get rid of these. If it's a lot, you can just cut it right here, cut that little slip knot out right there. If it's a little, you can just unravel this back to the beginning, but if it's a lot, all you got to do is cut your slip knot right here, or you can even cut, if you have a long piece right here, you could cut like in the middle of it, but let me show you. I'm going to cut that, and then I'm just really careful, very carefully, I'm going to unravel the loops that I don't need. So that's how you can work this stitch. See right there? It stops right there. So later on I'll come back and I'll sew this end in, but that's how you can do that. Okay, now on with the stitch. I'm going to do 2 rows in purple, and then I'm going to change to white and show you how to do that. Okay, so now chain 3 and turn. So I chain 3 and then I turn like this, and I'm going to work in the back loop of the single crochet. So the back loop is right here, is considered the front loop. There's 2 loops at the top, so that's considered the front loop right there, and the back loop is right here. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm just going in here. Normally you always assume that in a pattern that they want you to go through both loops, unless they tell you front loop, which would be that, or back loop. So this one I want back loop. So it says to work 2 double crochets in the back loop of the first single crochet, like that. And then I'm going to work both loops of the center double crochet of the 5 double crochet group. So right here, you see those 2 loops at the top? You're going underneath both of those, like that, and you're working a single crochet, like that. Now, when you get to the single that's between the shells, that's when you go in the back loop right here, and you work a shell of 5 double crochets. Oh, I got split my yarn right here. Okay, there's 4. And here's 5. So the secret to the puffs is that you're going in the back loop instead of both loops. So here you're going in both loops on when you're working in the shell, and then here is the next single crochet between the two shells. I'm going to just go in that back loop, and I'm going to work 5 double crochets. Okay, like that. And then I'm at this shell again, so in the center double crochet I'm going to work a single crochet, and then on the end here I've got a single crochet on the end. I work a half shell, which is 3 double crochets, and that's still in the back loop. Just remember, every single crochet gets only the back loop. Okay, so now I want to change to my contrasting color, which is going to be white. So I work my last double crochet until I have 2 loops on my hook. Let me get my little fuzz balls off here. And then I make a slip knot with my white. And then I have 2 loops on my hook. I put the new color on here, and I finish the last double crochet with the new color like that. So you can't even see that through that. And I just let this hang here, and with that I continue on with my pattern. So here I need to chain 1 and turn like this, and I want to work a single crochet in the first double crochet, which is right here, like that. And then I want to work a shell in the single crochet, so I need to go in the back loop. So there's my single crochet stitch right there. There's the 2 loops. I'm not going in that one, I'm going to go in the back one right there. So right there I'm going to work 5 double crochet stitches. Like that. Okay, now I'm up on a double shell, so in the center double crochet I'm going through both. See the 2 at the top? I need to go through both of those. Now I'm at the single crochet, so instead of going through both, I'm just going in the back with 5 double crochets. Okay, now my next 5 double crochet group, I'm going to single crochet in both loops of the center double crochet like that, and then in my next single crochet that's between my shells, see that single right there? When you're confused, just pull it apart like that. It won't hurt it. And there you can see the single crochet, and there you can see the 2 loops, and I'm just going in the back one. So you can see how the shells are starting to puff out. And that's all it is going in that back loop of the single. This is one of my favorite stitches. Okay, so now you're going to, now the turning chain is right here, and this was a half double crochet on the end of the row. So the turning chain counts as your first double crochet. So in the directions it'll say single crochet in the last double crochet. So you're to assume that that turning chain is a double. So you want to go, there's 3 chains, so you want to go in 2 loops of the 3rd chain. So you yarn over, bring that through, and you complete a single crochet right there. So now you chain 3, turn like that. See how cute it's looking? Okay, so then you work in the back loop here again, and you do 2 double crochets, and that completes a half a shell right there, and I'm in the back loop. Then I'm going to single in the next shell and shell in the next single. So it's single in the shell and shell in the single, but every time you work in a single, it's only in the back loop. Okay, now I'm at the end, and I'm going to do a half shell at this end. Okay, before I finish the last double crochet, do you remember when I was down here, I dropped the purple, so now I can pick it up, and that's why if you want to do color changes, it's a great idea to do it every 2 rows, because you'll be dropping and picking up the yarn on the same side over here. Or you could, I could just like break this yarn off and then join a new color if that's what I wanted to do, or if I wanted to do it like every row or something like that, I could do that. So this was done with every 2 rows. See, there's 2 rows of pink and then 2 rows of white and 2 rows of pink. So it just makes it easier with all the ends. So this is my half shell at the end of row 4, and I work the last double crochet until there's 2 loops on my hook like this, and I drop the white back here, and I pick up the purple, and I bring it like this, and I draw through the last 2 loops with my new color, which is the purple, like that. So I'm going to have this strand along the side, so that means I'm going to have to work some kind of an edge over here. So if you didn't want that, if you wanted to just finish off at the end of whatever row you wanted to do, I would just like go like this, and then just when I'd finish the double crochet, and then I would chain 1, and then I would cut it out here like that, and then pull that out like this. And then I would join my new color sorry, I would join my new color here and then start, because you definitely want to stay going in the right direction. So I would join a new color, I would put a slip stitch on, and I would go in between these 2 right here, and I would bring my new color through like a slip knot of a new color through like this to start my next row. And then when you start the next row, it's chain 1 turn and a single crochet in both loops of that first double crochet, and then you just continue on. So that's how you do the puff shell stitch, and I hope this helps you. I hope it's a better video than the other one that I did. And if you have any requests, just put them in the comments or on Facebook or on we have a forum, and I'll try to do a video just for you. So be sure to subscribe to our channel, and as soon as there's new videos, and we're going to be you'll be notified, and we're going to have new videos come out every single week. And I hope that you shop with us at maggiescrochet.com. Thank you for watching.